absolutely hilarious. Please give it up for Bita Judaki!
Hi, how's it going? Sick, me too. I'm Bita. I just had a birthday. Thank you. Yes, I just turned 36. Yeah, believe it, bitch. I love getting older. My favorite thing about getting older is realizing that none of your dreams are gonna come true either. Haha. Yeah, people usually freak out when they learn my age. They usually think I'm much younger. It sounds like a compliment, but it actually really hurts my feelings. Because to me, what they're saying is, oh, you seem stupid and insecure. I thought you were 26. I actually just had a job where everyone was like 10 to 15 years older than me, and they all definitely thought I was 26. Like, anytime they would be talking about something from the recent past, like DVDs or Barack Obama, they would turn to me and they'd be like, Vita, do you even know what we're talking about? And I'd be like, no. I really leaned into it. I didn't lie about my age, but I definitely didn't tell the truth because I was so bad at the job that I needed them to think I was young. I needed it because, like, when a 25-year-old is really bad and making a lot of mistakes, it's like, oh, she's so cute, she's learning. But when a 36-year-old is making a lot of mistakes, it's like, couldn't she be someone's mom by now? And they would also always ask me about Gen Z slang. You know, they always want to know the new slang, and like, I'm almost 40, I don't fucking know. But I would like go home and research. But one time they caught me off guard. They were like, tell us the new slang. And I was like, bussy. It means butt pussy. Not Gen Z slang at all. And they never asked me again after that, so it worked out. I'm from Vancouver, and I went back recently to visit my family. I love my parents so much. Like, they sacrificed everything to come to Canada so that I could do improv in my 30s. Yes, worth it. Worth all that trauma they went through. I love my dad. He doesn't know how to send an email, but he can somehow find every podcast episode I've ever done where I bring shame upon my family. He's so supportive. Yeah, immigrant dads get a lot of shit for being emotionally unavailable, but my dad is different. Like, I remember one time I was in his car crying about a breakup. I was so sad. I was like, I don't think I'll ever be happy again. And he said what every daughter needs to hear in that situation to feel better. He said, do you want $500? And it worked! I felt much better. Yeah, but I'm not heartbroken anymore. I've actually been dating. Sounds like I'm lying. But I've been dating. I'm seeing somebody. He's ethically non-monogamous. That's not the joke. He's ethically non-monogamous. That means that he dates multiple people. He's not my boyfriend, okay? It's just sex. And I know that because he keeps telling me he's such a good communicator. Yeah, I think a lot of people my age are doing open relationships, ethical, non-monogamy. I'm like, great job, millennials. You even gentrified cheating. Yes, it's awesome. I think that when men have women come over, they have to hide all of their weird, gross porn. but women have to hide their vision boards. Yes. I think most of you know what that is. For those of you who don't know, a vision board is something that a mentally ill woman makes. You know? She's like, I'm gonna get everything I want. I just glue this paper together. Anyway, so I have one. And I forgot to take mine down before this guy came over, so I had to like scurry to hide it, like it was my weird gross porn, you know? I was like, don't look! I'm into some freaky shit! Like a rent-stabilized apartment! And me with an Oscar! I can act. I can be an actor if the industry just became more inclusive to people who can't act. Then I would slay. I actually just had a meeting with an acting agent, and she was telling me what roles she thinks I could play. And she was like, I think you could easily play the roommate of a girl who's just been murdered, or a terrorist's mom. Which is so offensive, right? Like, why not the terrorist's wife? I can't be the love interest? Okay, here's my last joke. So you better fucking laugh. I work in restaurants, and I had this customer recently who was like so old. He was like 100 years old, sitting at a table with all these hot young chicks. And to me, he goes, "Where are you from?" And I knew he meant that in the racist way. He doesn't care that I'm from North Vancouver, British Columbia. So I was like, I'm from Iran. And then he goes, oh, you have a really beautiful Iranian accent. I was like, I don't have an accent. And his mind was blown. He was like, that's right. You don't have an accent. Anyway, not a joke, just like a trauma I wanted to share. So fun, and meet up today.